All right, so we are learning how to graph in slope-intercept form. We did one example yesterday. We'll look at a second example today. So remember, slope-intercept form is in the form y equals mx plus b, where m is the coefficient of x, it's the number in front of x, that's the slope, and b is the number at the back, that is the y-intercept. That is where the line crosses the y-axis, okay? So, what are our steps? What's the first thing we need to do? Well, we need to make sure, first of all, it is in slope-intercept form. Y is isolated, y equals mx plus b. This is in slope-intercept form. So our second step, remember, is to identify m and b. So I look, m in this case is -5, and b is +2. So m is -5, and b is +2. After we identify m and b, what was the next step? The next step is to plot b on the, where does b go? It's the y-intercept, so it goes on the y-axis. So we've got a b of 2, that's a +2, so I'm going to go up 2 on my graph, and I'm going to put a point. That's 1 point. I want to have 3 points, if at all possible, on my graph. Now I need to use my slope. How do I use my slope? What's the next step? From B, we're going to go back to B. We're going to use rise over run to plot more points. Now, what's my m? M is slope. Remember, that's delta y over delta x, which is my rise over my run, right? But in this case, they gave me a -5. Well, that's a whole number. That's only one number. We need a fraction. We need a rise and we need a run. How do we write a whole number as a fraction? We put it over 1. So if they give you a whole number, put it over 1. Now, a couple of things to note here. Notice that the rise is negative. It's -5, but the run is still positive. So rise is -5, run is 1. So go put your pencil on 2. And how do you rise negatively? You go down. How many places do we go down? We're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do that right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we did a rise of -5, and we're going to run +1. +1 is to the right, so we're going to go over 1 to the right, and we're going to put a dot. We're going to do it again. We're going to rise down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go over and put a point. We've got 3 points. We're ready to draw our line. So we're going to put a line through it. That's a terrible line. Hopefully yours is a little better. Put arrows on the end, and we're going to name it y equals -5x plus 2. So there's how to graph a line that is in slope-intercept form.